everyone, I'm Catherine. I am currently living in Bali, Indonesia, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm also homeschooling my son Caleb, who is 3 years old, and today I will make a video on his playroom tour. We don't really want to call it classroom because I really believe in playing is learning, so we like to call it playroom instead. So the playroom hasn't always been like this. It grows with his age. So when he was a baby, this playroom was mostly just everything on the floor. It was very minimal toys, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And it keeps growing. So this is the perfect setting right now for his age, which is 3 years old. But I'm pretty sure it will keep changing. So the first spot you'll see when you come into the playroom is gonna be our reading corner. Here we put 2 bean bags, and this is pretty much where we do most of our readings. And then next to the reading corner is our bookshelf. We put it this way so we can see all the books from the cover, because if you put it on the sides, they will not be able to recognize which book they're reading or which book they want to read. So this way, they are more encouraged to read books by seeing the pictures on the cover. Next to the bookshelf is our Lego corner, and also where we put our pickler triangle. What we love most about this pickler triangle is we can change it into pretty much everything. So we can make it into a slide like you can see here, and then by putting a stool underneath the plank, at the other end we can make it into a table, and that's where we do most of our Lego play and small word play too. So for our Lego corner, we have the Lego board that we put on the wall. We also have our Legos. We put it in a cart and we separate it by the color temperature. So this is more of the warmer colors. And underneath this plank is where we put our cooler toned colors Lego. So it will be easier for Caleb to find the pieces that he needs. And the next part of the playroom is my favorite corner, which is the arts and craft corner, and also the play pretend corner. So here is where we put our arts and craft materials, some of it. So here's our acrylic colors. We have it in primary colors, so we can mix it together into making any other colors. And then we have our fake plant here with our little friend here. We call her Lulu. It's the name of my mom's cat, but yeah. And then we have our colored markers, some colored pencils with the sharpener too at the back. And then underneath that we have some paint brushes. It's from IKEA, and we have all sorts of sizes from it. I think it's a really great buy. And then we have a crayon, chunky crayon. We get it from MoMA. My sister went there and got it for us. And then these are our stash of scissors and glues. And these are all child friendly, so it doesn't have any like very pointy, very sharp point. So unlike normal scissors, they're gonna be safer. So next to it is where we put our play pretend toys. Caleb really likes to play with scarf and pretend that he's a superhero. Sometimes he pretend like he's a baby, or make some of his soft toys into a baby. And yeah, we do a lot of fun stuff with that. And we have our dollhouse there. We have also our ukulele and some of our soft toys down there. And then the last part of the shelf is where we put our recyclables for doing arts and craft. We always separate our trash into recyclables and non-recyclables, and this is where we keep our recyclables. And we mostly collect them to do arts and craft. And here we also have our doctor kit. Caleb really likes this toy for pretend play because he likes to pretend he's a doctor. So it has lots of cool stuff. It has a syringe and the thermometer and just lots of cool stuff from Wooden. We got it from Australia. I believe it was for $12. Couldn't quite remember, but I think it's about that price. So it was a really good buy. So this is our drawers for the toys and the arts and craft materials that we keep and use every single day. So on the top here we have our globes. This is where we live, Bali. And we have our most favorite quote, which is, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. And then we have our little rocks to play. We also have our little cute bear posters there. We got it from Google. Credit to whoever drew it. And then we have our plants at the very end of the top shelf. So from the very top left corner of the drawer is what I call mom's drawer. So Caleb are not allowed to open this drawer at all. This is where I keep a journal of like ideas and stuff. And then we have our hot glue gun. We also have our pen knife and the sharp scissors here. So Caleb are not allowed to open up this drawer. And then this drawer is where we put our tapes, sticky tapes and like measuring tapes. The next one below that is where we put our watercolors and also the strings. Here we also keep our tea light candle to make arts and craft. And then at the very bottom here is where I'll keep our papers. Colored paper, origami paper, then just like constructive paper. We keep it all there. In the middle part here is where I'll keep our toys like the Play-Doh. And we have several types of Play-Doh and bits of this and that to create things with it. And then here we have our colored sand as a kinetic sand, and we really like to play with that too. And then underneath that is still our arts and craft materials. Here we have our popsicle sticks and also some dried flowers and leaves too. We use it a lot for our arts and craft. And then the last drawer is where we put our buttons and clips. We use it to do math. So we like to do math with counting the buttons and placing like the clips too on paper. The last section of the drawer is just random toys. So what we have here is a set of aqua beads. We keep the beads inside this tin, Tsum Tsum tin can here. We like to make aqua beads too. It's really fun. And then here is where I keep our tubes. You know, the little small animals. We have dinosaurs. We have forest animal pets. All kinds of little animals are in here for our little world play. And the next drawer is our plastic toys. We don't have a lot of them, but Caleb recently really likes into like Japanese characters because we just went there for holiday. So here we keep our Pokemon and Anpan Man and like just random Disney toys in here. And then the last part is our Mac formers. So this is really fun to play with building, learning about construction. So at the very bottom is where we put our, this is part of the play pretend toys. So we have caps, hats and just like bags and stuff, the doctor bags too. And then next to it is where we keep our puzzles. Caleb also likes to do puzzles. So here we have puzzles on robots, and then forest, outer space, and then animals on submarine, dinosaurs. Well, basically all kinds of puzzles, all kinds of themes of puzzles are here, and he really likes to play that, so a bit hard to push in. And the last sections of these boxes is our previous arts and crafts. So we made this Kinema toys, the Gruffalo mask, just bits of this and that. This is supposed to be my husband, me, and Caleb. Yeah. We made our binoculars, and then this is our dollhouse. Yeah, this is pretty much all of our work. We just put in here for now. Haven't had the time to display them yet, but I think it's a perfect place for now. And this is our arts and craft table. So here we have our paper roll. We got it from IKEA along with the stand too. So whenever Caleb wants to draw anything, he will just roll out the paper and then just start drawing. And then next to it we have our cutting mat. It's very important because this kind of IKEA table has a very thin particle board, so it will be easily break. So we need a cutting board to do mostly of our cuttings, so we don't do it directly on the table. Next to our arts and craft corner and play pretend corner is our dear kitchen. We also get this from IKEA. Well, basically most of our things that we get is from IKEA sale. So these are the things that they put on display. So it has like some holes at the back or some defect because it has been displayed for so long, and they were selling it for like 50% cheaper, so it was totally worth it. So on the top of our kitchen is where I keep our cashier machine. This is also from IKEA, and then next to it is our wooden plate, bowl and cups, and we have our wooden coffee machine and the blender. We got it from Australia. I think the brand was Anko too. We're very lucky to live here in Bali, so it's very easy to find these wooden utensils, and yeah, and I think they're pretty cool. And as I said that it has defect, this IKEA kitchen was broken at the faucet and it has no back, so yeah, but it's still totally worth it. And then below here is where we keep our fruits and vegetables. So here we have the top shelf is for fruits and the lower part is for vegetables. And then next to it is where we keep our other food toys, like the wooden pizza toys, the egg toys, and yeah, and then the lower part is just any other utensils. And then the last sections of the playroom is where we put our aprons. So we do a lot of mess in this room. So this is where we keep our aprons. Why we have a lot of them is because sometimes we have companies. So we live in a housing complex where there are a lot of kids around Caleb's age, and sometimes they like to gather and they play together. So we have lots of aprons. So why we choose linen apron is because they're very breathable, because most of kids' apron are just to prevent them for getting themselves dirty, but it was so hot because it's just full on plastic, I think, or whatever material they're using, but it was just so hot and uncomfortable. And I think it's very important to be comfortable in playing, because then there won't be any restrictions in doing anything that you want. So that's all our playroom tour for today. I really hope you enjoyed. I will also be uploading videos on how to do arts and crafts with kids, ideas of learning and playing. So if you'd like to have more updates on these videos, please like and subscribe this video. See you in the next videos. Bye!